am at San Gregorio State Beach in beautiful Northern California. Days like today, where it's kind of stormy, gloomy, I don't know, there's something super enthralling about it. Like I love this. No matter where I am, it's just gotta rain. This waterway behind me over here, which leads out into the ocean, and does so by way of this like beautiful S-curve. So that's something that's be worth shooting. Also up that way, up the hill, there's an incredible lookout that gives a beautiful view of these cliffs down the beach down that way. I love the ocean on days like today. It's just churning like a maelstrom. It's dark and stormy, and the water just seems so deep and epic. It's beautiful. Now that's a hell of a view. Even with all the mist and rain and clouds. Absolutely beautiful. I've got this stunning backdrop. The cliffs down along the beach with all this mist and cloud bouncing off of them, the roiling sea off to the right. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to set up to shoot this. I think I'm going to put this grass on top of the cliffside here in the foreground. It looks really nice, and I kind of like the way the gold contrasts with the deep, dark greens and blues of the water. So I think that'll look pretty nice. And then aside from that, just the cliffs in the background. So yeah, let's set up and shoot that. Alright guys, so we're gonna shoot this two ways. First one with no filter, and the second one we're gonna try a long exposure on. I think this scene would lend itself really well to a long exposure, but I'm kind of addicted to long exposures, so who knows if that's actually true or if I just really want it to work. Move you guys a little bit. Just don't fall over. Okay, so first things first. For this one, I'm shooting it at ISO 50, f11, 100th of a second. And I actually am going to bracket this one. One stop over, one stop under on either side of the normal exposure. I'm also going to stack this. So the first three exposures I'm going to shoot for the distance and expose for the background. And now three more exposures for the foreground to make sure that I can take this into Photoshop, stack the exposures, make sure the foreground and background are both tack sharp and exposed correctly. 1, 2, 3. It's a beautiful scene. Okay, so now let's do this one more time, but as a long exposure. So, like that. And then trusty old Lee Big Stopper, 10 stop ND filter. Look what I actually remembered. So without our big stopper, we're looking at 320th of a second. So throw this on the front, switch this over to manual, and pull out our handy dandy app. I think you guys have seen this before, but Lee puts out, if you can see it, there it is, an app with their filters so that, or with the big stopper, and I think the super stopper and the little stopper, where, oh yeah, it's the same app. You can put in what your normal exposure is going to be, or your normal shutter speed, and then it's going to tell you what you need to make it to compensate for the whatever ND filter you put on the front of your lens. 3 seconds with this guy. Okay, so I'm still going to bracket this long exposure, 3 stops under, 3 stops over, or sorry, 1 stop under, 1 stop over, 3 total exposures. So here we go. leave my camera and everything on the tripod. Make sure all the hatches are battened down, because boy, having my camera roll down the cliffside here would be pretty lame. I guess having your camera roll down any cliffside would be pretty bad, but you know, here at least I don't think I'd be able to get the pictures off the card from the mangled corpse of the camera itself. So Alright, so I think I found the last composition I'm going to shoot here. There's this, you can see me behind me over here, Mimi behind me. You can see behind me over here, there's this waterway running out into the ocean, which I spoke briefly about when we first arrived. I think the vantage point I'm at right now is the best for what I'm trying to do. I don't know if this image is going to work out, but I just like this leading line, this S kind of snake leading out into the ocean. It really draws the eyes. I'm not sure I'm going to shoot this. There's not a ton of foreground interest right here, but I really wanted to be at the root of this thing, like right where it starts. So it kind of leads in from out of frame from the lower portion of the finished photo. But yeah, let's go ahead and set this up and see what we can do. One of the things that's kind of a bummer is that there have already been a lot of people that have come across this beach today, but that's my fault for getting here in the afternoon. So there's a lot of footprints and stuff like that, so I'm going to do my best to isolate this scene, or to isolate my subject, which is this waterway, and not include a lot of the footprints, or at least make them not feel super noticeable. But this is an experiment, so we'll see if it works. Okay, so here we are. Here's the camera. Here's the subject. So still at f11, still at 25 millimeters or 24 millimeters, still an ISO of 50. This is gonna be a 25-second exposure. You know, some people don't like storms and don't like weather, and they just love bright sunny days, and that could not be further from me. I love drama in my landscapes. I love big weather and ponderous booming clouds. Oh, it's so good. Okay, with that one done, let's check how it looks. Oh, that's so good. Alright guys, that's it for me today. Thanks for joining me on the beautiful Northern California coastline. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Until next time, take care.